Your journey is no accident. You are exactly where you're meant to be, at precisely the right moment. God has strategically positioned you for a wonderful purpose, and it's a thrilling prospect. If a surge of excitement hasn't touched you yet, now is the moment to embrace it. Express your eagerness about the wonders God has in store for you. Make a declaration, even if only to yourself, by saying, "I am thrilled about the work God is undertaking in my life." By merely voicing this sentiment, you have the power to transform the environment around you. Your words have immense strength. They can alter the energy of a space and change the course of your day. When you acknowledge the workings of God in your life, you are not just speaking to the wind, you are affirming your trust and belief in His plan. This insight isn't a sudden realization, but an understanding derived from the timeless teachings God has bestowed upon us. Often we turn to God in our prayers, asking Him to open doors, pave paths, and bring miracles into our lives. There's a deep yearning in our hearts, a thirst for that divine intervention. Maybe you felt this way, praying and yearning for God's guidance, hoping for a significant change or a sign to reassure you. Yet, an essential revelation struck me. God prompted a question: are you creating? This question isn't about crafting artwork or penning novels, but about creating opportunities, moments, and positive shifts in your life. God is, at His core, a creator. It's embedded in His very essence. He crafted the vastness of the galaxies and the intricacies of our souls. If the scriptures tell us that we are made in His image, then it stands to reason that we too possess the power to create. This inherent power means we have the capability to shape our destinies and mold our futures. Think back to any past insights you've had or teachings you've come across that touched upon harnessing your innate creative energy. If you've been sidelining this potent force, then perhaps you've been neglecting a fundamental aspect of the divine power God has granted you. When God whispered, "Are you creating?" it was a gentle reminder, a nudge, not just to seek blessings passively, but to actively engage with the world, making the most of the opportunities and talents given to you. Remember, every prayer you send upwards and every moment you spend in reflection isn't just a plea, it's a partnership with God. He provides the canvas, but it's up to you to paint your story. Harness the vibrant palette of your experiences, dreams, and aspirations. Create, innovate, and shape your narrative, all while knowing that God is guiding your hand every step of the way. You're seeking a blessing, reaching out for a path that appears invisible. You deeply desire God to intervene and offer guidance. Yet, what if He's nudging you, just as He did with many before, whispering a single word: create? It isn't about simply waiting for a miracle from Him. Indeed, you cannot remain passive, hoping for a divine letter or a miraculous email to suddenly appear. Such an approach requires a change in thinking. So let this be an earnest reminder, a mantra to internalize, and a beacon for your spirit. When you find yourself yearning for a miracle or a significant breakthrough, remember to ask yourself, what can I bring into existence? Rather than solely pleading, "God, grant me a blessing," or "Lord, forge a path for me," why not embrace a new perspective? This is about evolving your thoughts, adapting your viewpoint, and embracing an invigorated spiritual stance. To ascend spiritually means to elevate yourself to a higher spiritual stature, reaching loftier planes within God's realm. And to truly progress and rise in this period of your life, you must adopt transformative ways of thinking. Old patterns might not serve you in the new chapter God is guiding you towards. In this transformative phase, believe that God will unveil opportunities. His word is unbreakable, and His promises never falter. He is not one to go back on His commitments. However, understand that you play a pivotal role in this narrative too. Embracing this renewed perspective meant a world of difference for many who once solely relied on divine interventions. They paused, reframed their thoughts, and instead of merely awaiting God's signal, they wondered, what can I craft? What initiative can I take? How can I innovate? In which ways can I contribute? Lord, with the abilities you've bestowed upon me, the innate talents I possess, and the skills I've honed, how can I offer these back to the world? By nurturing such a mindset, you become a proactive participant in your destiny, aligning with God's will, but also recognizing the power He's instilled within you. So, as you traverse your journey, remember that while God is your guiding star, you are the sailor steering the ship, capable of crafting, innovating, and making a difference. How can you harness the gifts bestowed upon you to serve in His kingdom? When you approach life with this perspective, God showers you with wisdom, understanding, and the resources you need. Because when you find yourself unsure or lacking wisdom, turn to Him. If there's something you wish to achieve, especially if it benefits His kingdom, seek God's guidance and wisdom. Turn to Him for clarity, for the tools you need to elevate yourself to where you aspire to be. And as you do, you'll notice transformations in your life. Dialogues will evolve, and your perspective will shift. You'll start recognizing opportunities that previously eluded you, as your mindset opens up to the endless possibilities before you. By embracing this renewed perspective, the barriers in your path become less intimidating. Even if numerous challenges and hindrances seem to block your way, by changing your outlook, you can overcome them. Instead of focusing on what you lack, ponder upon this. How can you make the most of what you've been given, no matter how modest it might seem? How can you craft something of value, be it a tangible product, a service, or a benevolent initiative? Maybe it's a project for your local congregation, or perhaps an endeavor that benefits your neighborhood. This shift in thinking prompts you to question, how can you employ your unique talents and resources to benefit others? How can you contribute positively to the lives of those around you? Your life's journey should always leave others better off. Every interaction should give someone something beneficial they wouldn't have had without crossing paths with you. So, what's your distinct touch? What unique value do you offer? And as you ponder these words, take a moment in your busy life to introspect and reflect. Dive deep into self-analysis, converse with the guiding light within, and reach out to God. Because to truly understand a creation, you should seek insights from the Creator. And remember, God is your Creator. Seeking clarity, understanding, and direction in life often leads us to ponder profound questions. You might wonder about the nature of your spirit and soul. What is their purpose? What are their limits? And more importantly, what can they achieve? Indeed, there may be times in life when challenges appear insurmountable. You might look at certain aspirations and think they're beyond reach. Yet, remember this powerful truth. While certain things might seem unattainable to human perspective, with God, everything is achievable. As you read these words, let them resonate within you. With God, all things are possible. This belief is not just a thought, it's an empowering mindset that can change your life. When you ask yourself, how can I serve? What can I bring into existence? You're opening the door to endless potential. With this perspective, you'll find that your interactions with others take on new dimensions. You'll notice opportunities and insights that might have previously gone unnoticed. Ideas will surge within you, and when they do, it's vital to act upon them. Hesitation or self-doubt, such as thinking, maybe I'm not cut out for this, or would anyone be interested in what I have to offer, can limit your progress. Remember, every idea that God places in your heart has a purpose. Your role is to cultivate it. To make these ideas a reality, planning is crucial. It's understandable to be daunted by the magnitude of a vision. However, it's essential to remember that even the most significant dreams are realized one step at a time. Instead of being overwhelmed, break your goal down. What is the first, smallest step you can take today to move closer to your aspirations? And then, what will be your next step tomorrow? This method of breaking things down is more than just a tactic. It's a strategy. It's about continuously moving forward, evaluating and adjusting your path as needed. Yes, sometimes the route might change, and sometimes the approach needs to be altered. Yet having a plan, a roadmap, keeps you anchored and directed. Relying solely on prayer, hoping for miraculous interventions, can sometimes miss a crucial point. While there are moments in life where God intervenes in wondrous ways, often He also encourages us to take initiative. It's as if He is saying, "I have given you the tools, now build with them." In this journey of life, it's a mix of divine guidance and personal initiative. Sometimes, before you even voice a need, you'll find God has already set things in motion for you. Other times, it's as if He whispers, "Draft your blueprint." Embrace this beautiful collaboration between your spirit and God's guidance. Recognize the possibilities, act on the inspirations, and always trust that with God, all things are possible for you. Life's journey requires not just faith, but also a robust plan. Sometimes the challenges and obstacles you encounter aren't simply hurdles to leap over instantly. They're more like marathons, requiring patience, endurance, and dedication. God often asks us to be patient, knowing that good things come to those who wait. In your journey towards personal growth, waiting passively for miracles might not always be the best approach. Instead, consider embracing an active role, crafting plans, setting goals, and nurturing new habits. At times, it might feel as if God isn't opening doors for you. However, it could be that He's waiting for you to develop the right habits. Perhaps the habits you've held onto for so long no longer serve the life you're seeking, the blessings you ask for. God waits, not with impatience, but with understanding. He waits for you to evolve, for you to establish the right routines that will allow you to truly cherish and maintain the blessings He's set aside for you. This change in perspective was transformative for me. Gone were the days I sat idly, merely hoping for change to materialize. I decided to stand, to be proactive, and to firmly grasp the reins of my own destiny. Recognize that God has empowered you with the strength and wisdom to alter your course. While it's His blessings that reshape your life, He often wants the transformation to come from within you. God's intention isn't just for you to be blessed, but also for you to be a source of blessings to others. Instead of merely anticipating miracles, strive to become a miracle yourself. By creating valuable offerings, by pouring your passion into projects, you not only enrich your life, but also touch the lives of others. The impact you make, the value you offer, comes back to you, and in this circle of giving and receiving, you see God's design for prosperity. God has always intended for you to not only seek blessings, but to ask, "How can I serve? How can I be the channel of His grace?" The time has come for you to ascend to greater heights. Remaining stagnant isn't an option anymore. God is calling upon you to arm yourself with knowledge, to equip yourself with the tools required for success. A success that's not just personal, but also spiritual in its essence. Remember, your journey is not just about personal elevation. It's about how, through your rise, you uplift those around you, how your successes pave the way for others. Your growth is not an isolated event. It's a beacon of hope for many. Cherish this moment, cherish this call to action, and step forward with faith, determination, and the knowledge that God is with you, guiding you, and cheering you on every step of the way. Seeking a purpose, seeking a path, we often look externally. We look for signs, for direction, for an external validation. But here's an awakening. Sometimes the compass is embedded deep within our spirit. Each of us carries a piece of God's essence, a fragment of His divine plan. When we become attuned to our inner compass, when we listen closely to the soft whispers of our souls, we realize that God speaks to us in multitudes of ways. This dialogue isn't always grand or loud. Often it's subtle, a gentle prod or a fleeting thought. In our quest for purpose, it's imperative to remember that God is not an external entity, distant and detached. He is deeply interwoven into the fabric of our beings, into the everyday moments, the simple joys, and even the challenges that shape us. His communication is not always through miraculous signs or grand gestures. Sometimes it's in the quietude of a moment, in the calm after a storm, or the insight after a long contemplation. When we think of creation, we shouldn't limit ourselves to the tangible. Creation can be a thought, a feeling, an emotion. Maybe the most profound thing you create is a sense of hope in someone else, a moment of comfort, or a space for understanding. What if God's prompt to create is an invitation? An invitation to introspect and identify the latent potential within, to recognize the dormant seeds of creativity and to let them sprout. It's a call to manifest the intangible emotions, aspirations, and dreams into tangible actions, creations, and contributions. Creation is not just a process, it's an evolution. With each creation, you evolve a bit more, understand a bit more, and align a bit closer with God's plan for you. There's a beauty in understanding that God doesn't just work around us, but within us. When you recognize this, your prayers evolve. Instead of just asking God to guide your steps, you also seek insights to understand the path He has laid out within you. The prayers become a blend of gratitude for the clarity He provides and a plea for the strength to manifest it. To harness the spirit of creation, to truly tap into the wellspring of possibilities, you must first believe in your worth, in the value you bring, and the potential you carry. This belief isn't narcissistic, it's humbling. It's a recognition of the divine hand in crafting you, of God's intentionality in embedding a part of Himself within you. So, as you walk this path, as you grapple with questions, doubts, and uncertainties, remember this: you are not alone. You carry a piece of the divine within you. God's essence, His wisdom, His creativity is interwoven into your DNA. The next time you feel stuck, the next time you yearn for a miracle, pause. Reflect on the gifts you've been endowed with, the talents you possess, and the skills you've cultivated. Think of them not just as individual attributes, but as tools, as building blocks. How can you assemble them? How can you craft something meaningful, not just for yourself, but for the world around you? Instead of waiting for external cues, sometimes the most profound insights arise from within. Maybe the next step in your journey isn't about seeking, but about recognizing, not about asking, but about manifesting. With every act of creation, you're not just expressing yourself, you're expressing a part of God. Each creation, big or small, is a testament to the divine partnership between you and Him. It's a celebration of the harmonious dance between human will and divine grace. So, embrace this life, celebrate it, cherish the moments of synchronicity, the moments when your will aligns with His design. For in these moments, you'll find the profound magic of creation, the beauty of purpose, and the essence of life itself. Claim this message by liking the video and by leaving a heartfelt Amen in the comments. Please support our ministry by clicking the thanks button, and please consider joining us as a cherished member. Your generosity uplifts our mission. God bless you.